Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of KCAT News. I'm Wakinyan Shrubshall, and with me is Matt Temple.
This week we have in the studio and Wildcat weather.
But before we move on to these segments, we have some announcements.
Come out and support Wesley NICU and wear your purple out shirt at the football game September 25th. If you don't have one yet, you can get a form from Mrs. Karsan in room 509.
Students, be aware that when entering the building, face the camera and state your first and last name.
If you're planning on going to the football game later this evening, make sure you either have your activity pass or pay $4 at the gate. If you don't yet have your pass, you can check with your advisement teacher. Audition applications and packets for the 2015 fall musical You're in Town are available in room 600. Anyone interested should stop by. They will be available until the end of today. Also, don't forget to sign up for an audition time. Auditions will be held Tuesday, September 8th and Wednesday, September 9th. Now we have in the studio with Karsan and Nick. Take it away, guys.
Thanks, guys. I'm Karsan Turner.
And I'm Wakinyan Shrubshall.
And this is In the Studio, the segment where we have special guests answer very special questions. Our first guest for today is a new freshman to the introduction of MHS High School. Please welcome Eric Woods. How you doing, Eric? How you feeling?
Doing good.
All right. And our next guest is going to be the volleyball coach, Mrs. Kendra Banzet.
Hello, everyone.
All right, and so the first question goes out to Banzet, and you teach the freshman girls, correct?
Correct.
So how do you see the freshmen working their way up? What's the process like watching them as a young freshman to the point when they're a senior?
It's a great process, actually. That's one reason I really enjoy freshman volleyball is because I get to see them grow as a player and as a person. So it's pretty rewarding, actually.
Eric, since you're new to high school, obviously you're a freshman. What are your goals and expectations for like the football season? Like doing drumline and stuff like that. What do you think? Is there some sort of goal you have to like? Oh, I need to be better at this song or something like that.
Goals probably to progress in band and music, music in general, school obviously, just stuff like that.
And how does the involvement from high school differ from the involvement in middle school?
It's very different. There are a lot of older kids here at the high school than the middle school, obviously. Work gets harder as you go through high school. It's a lot harder, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
And for starting out, I know it's only early in the season, but is this group of freshmen different from maybe last year's freshmen or the year before in a good way? If so...
No, they're pretty typical freshmen. We had two of the best freshmen got moved up to JV right away, so I didn't even get to have them play or watch them or anything. So I have 8, and we start tonight at Wellington. So and it's always different after you play your first games. And so then you can come back and ask me, and I'll let you know.
And so for right now, we're going to go ahead and play a little game before we leave. All right, so now that we've changed up our set a little bit, we're going to play some catchphrase. If you don't know what that is, it's where you pick a topic and it has a word and you have to describe it to your partner. And if they get it right, you get a point, and if you get it wrong, then you do not get a point. So we're going to just play for a few minutes and we're going to see how much fun it is.
It's red, and it's at Dillon's, and you get movies out of it.
Red box?
Actually, it's on TV, and yes.
Okay, I don't know that one. It's a class in school.
Math? Science? Science?
Science. It's a type of like book in the library.
Library book? Let's see, I don't...
Type of genre.
Science fiction.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so this one is Big Purple Dinosaur Kids Show.
Barney.
Yes.
What was it? Wheel of Fortune. Oh, you could have just...
Fortune.
Oh. You could have done that.
Can't do that.
We'll do a couple more rounds.
I was gonna...
Oh, this is a HBO drama, and it's about the mob.
I don't know.
Was it Boardwalk Empire?
No,
Oh.
older than that.
Oh.
Sopranos?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Alright, we'll do one more, and then that will be... Let's see. Okay, he wears green, he flies, he's got a knife, he's got Tinkerbell, he lives in Neverland.
Peter Pan?
Yes. I almost said
Her sister's name is Brittany. She's been in the news. She has like 2 kids, and she's like 16, but maybe not anymore.
Zoe 101.
Jamie Lynn Spears.
Yeah, there we go.
I knew that.
All right, well, folks, that's all the time we have for this week. Tune in not next week, but the week after for some more in the studio.
Amazing report. And now we have Wildcat weather with Austin Pfannenstiel.
Thanks, guys. The first week of September was a warm one, with mainly sunny skies, and this weather pattern is expected to continue today and into the weekend. Today, we will see a high of 91 degrees, with mostly sunny skies in the morning, increasing clouds in the afternoon, and a southeastern wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour. This evening during kickoff, it will be pleasant with temperatures in the mid-80s. Overnight lows will drop into the low to mid-70s. Saturday will be partly cloudy with southerly winds and a high of 91. Sunday will be even warmer with a high of 94. Monday will be just as hot with a slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Tuesday and Wednesday will be cooler with highs in the low to mid-80s. Thunderstorms are likely these 2 days thanks to a cold front that will slowly push its way southeast. The cold front will arrive in south central Kansas Monday afternoon. On Tuesday, the front will become a stationary front and hover over southern Kansas until Wednesday. Thursday and Friday will be sunny with highs in the low to mid-80s. That's a look at the Wildcat weather. Remember, I can report the facts, but only you can decide whether to or whether not to enjoy it. With that in mind, have a good weekend, and I hope to see you all back here next Friday.
And that's all for now. See you next week on another episode of KCAT News.